Hey everybody, this is Tazlon for Drop Top Tees, and today we're going to show you what we just put on the car, and that is XK Glow, Underglow, and interior lighting kit. You haven't seen Tim in a while, but he's home from the Air Force for the weekend, and so he helped me install these. And the reason I didn't put the interior lights in the interior, and we aren't going to show you the whole install simply because we have on the diffuser, the side skirt, and the front lip. So the way we put them on our car, unless you have the same aero, you can't put on your car. But we'll show you some of the things we did to make it easier. And Tim's probably going to laugh at that because it took us a while to figure out how we wanted to wire everything. But anyway, on the, I can show you a little bit here. This is a normal panel that you put on the side. Normally you put 2 of these on the side, 2 on the back, 2 on the front. And they're hard. They go up and down this way, but they don't really bend sideways. Well, the interior lighting strips are flexible, and so you can make them turn a little bit. And we put those on the front because we can kind of bend them to fit the shape of the car. So when you do these, all that you do is the one end, they have a male and a female end, and you just plug them together. There's a little bit of silicone gel in there to help conductivity, and then they have tape. We took and got our own 3D tape, double-sided tape, and put it in between here. And then they have brackets. Let's see if I don't have the brackets here. They have little white brackets that you put right over, like right here, and that helps secure it down in case the tape comes loose. So let's show you how we did this, and we'll start with the trunk, or the engine bay. Our car is filthy right now, mostly from working on it yesterday. Here's where we set the control. This is the Wi-Fi controller. Here's the on-off button that you just leave permanently on because you control the whole system through your phone. And a relay here. Our goal was to try to wire it into the battery. You don't go through an accessory port. So the way we position this, you could do on your Spider. We can still take this is the fuse box. You can take the cover to the fuse box off and just flip it. And if you have to disconnect it, it disconnects right here, and this line disconnects right down there. So I could completely disconnect all the wires if I had to. And then Tim routed our one line comes right here down this little hole and comes out on the bottom. The other line that goes to the other side, we kind of did the same way and just have it secured along the front here, and it goes down through the same hole on the other side. Now hopefully I can show you this, but again, we have a front lip, and the camera may turn sideways when we look underneath here, but you can see our lights. Right here's our lighting strip, and it goes over, and the light at the end we route up through the wheel well. I'll say this would be so much easier if you had a whole lift. We just have a jack and jack stands, so we had to do one side of the car at a time. But what we did, we took our wheel off, pulled a couple of these push pins, and we route the wire up on top of the wheel well lining, and it comes all the way over and out right here, and then goes underneath. Again, this is hard to see. It goes underneath there, you can see right here, underneath the side skirt. And in the back, we didn't have to mess with the wheel well. We came up, kept the wire as high as possible, and you want to keep it away from hanging down where you can see it. You want to keep it away from anything that's hot, like the muffler and the exhaust pipe. And so they give you little clips that hold the wire in place with the double-sided tape. We ran it up through the top of the car, in front of the suspension, and ran it up in between a beam, and then over top the heat shield, and it comes out in the back and connects to the LED strip that's on our diffuser. And that's all there is to it. Now again, if you don't have the diffuser, if you don't have the front lip, and if you don't have the side skirts, you're going to have to put it on a 124 a little bit different. It's not really that hard. If you don't have the aero pieces, it's still, you can just run down on the inside of the frame on the side, and on the front you just kind of have to angle your lights a little more. If you get the interior kit, you can use those flexible strips and it actually curves. And in the back, you may have to only use one bar. Depending on how the bottom of the car is, maybe you can get away with two. There's not a whole lot to attach the rear strips on a 124 Spider, so you're kind of limited with how you set it up. And then the way this is the XK Glow Chrome, and it has two zones. So the one side, you can change colors on its own. The other side can change colors on its own, or you can have them act in unison. If you want to spend about $300 more, you can, I think it's called the XK Glow Alpha, I'm not certain, and that gives you chase capability to where the lights can just, you can get up to 10 zones of 2 or 3 lights, and you can have the colors chase all the way around your car, and it has just almost infinite programming capability with that. So once it gets dark tonight, I'll shoot a short clip to show you the colors on it. Time will tell whether we did a good job. I think Tim did a great job on the engine, and Texas heat may say something about that, because I've discovered over time, if you only have stuff with 3M tape, that when it gets up to 106, like 20 days in a row, it starts to take a toll on the tape and it can start to come loose. So as long as we avoid brutal summers, it should be okay. If you're in a climate that doesn't get as hot as Texas, it should be fine. And we'll just see in future summers how it holds up. So if you like the video, thumbs up, hit subscribe. We'll see you again soon.